Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I just want to ask you guys a question today. Do victims have to follow rules? If you're a victim of a crime, a victim of abuse, a victim of oppression, if you're a victim of some sort, there's many different types of victims that we can identify. If you're a victim, do you have to follow rules? If you're a victim, do you have to wait in line, or can you go to the front of the line? Because we feel sorry for you and say, oh, no, let this guy go to the front. He doesn't have to wait. Let him go to the front because, he's hurt. The victims have to obey rules. If you feel victimized, do you have a right or a duty to riot? And should those riots be overlooked and ignored? Is rioting legal? Is it a moral act, a righteous act? Watching the stores in your downtown section of your city being burned, watching your police stations being burned, is that a moral and righteous act to protect victims and to show the rest of society not to mess with victims? This is what happens if you mess with a victim. Do victims have to follow rules? We have all these smash and grab robberies that are happening in department stores in major cities. It's been suggested that society allow those robberies to happen because most of those robberies are being committed by poor, victimized minorities. It was even suggested out in California that they allow those smash and grab robberies to continue where 15, 20 people in an organized manner come into a Macy's and take $300,000 worth of product. That should be allowed to continue as a form of reparations to pay back a certain past of victimhood. That they're not bad people because they're committing crimes. They're victims. The person who, in a frustrated rage, punches out an Asian elderly woman on a subway platform in New York City. Well, she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But the guy who did the punching was a victim because he has mental illness and he's a minority and he's homeless, and there's three different types of being victims, a victim right there. The victims have to follow rules. Should we hold victims to the same standard as everyone else and say, I understand that you've been hurt, wounded, abused, that you're not feeling well, that you feel fucked up. I get that. But you have to wait in line like the rest of us. You have to be peaceful and obey laws like the rest of us. You have to pay for your products at the store like the rest of us instead of running out with it in your arms. You have to be a civil person like the rest of us. You can't just go around punching people in the face because you're angry at the world. Should we hold victims to that status, or should we let them run wild? Should we let them go crazy? I think it's an honest question. I bet you I'll get two different answers, depending on what side of the aisle you sit on politically. It seems to me that the progressive left truly believes that victims don't have to follow rules, that victims don't have to obey laws, that they get a pass. I don't know how we plan to have a successful society like that, or to even just have a society like that. I don't know how we plan to move forward. It really feels to me that certain parts of society are crumbling. And if we don't all believe in truth and in justice and in rules and in order, if we don't hold that as a value, we're all done. This place will turn into anarchy. Maybe that's what some people want. Do people out there not want an orderly society? That's an honest question. So I'll leave you with this, and I'd be interested to see what people say below. Do victims have to follow any rules at all? Once you've been victimized, can you just do what you want? Thanks for watching.